Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more content like this. This video I'm going to talk about Blue Lock. I've read the first volume of the manga, and I watched 10 episodes of Blue Lock. If you don't know what Blue Lock is, here's a brief summary, and I'll get into more of it after I go through the summary. So Blue Lock is about like this guy who he's good at soccer, but he's not like great, and he had this match against this other dude, and because I don't remember his name, to be honest with you, but he has blue hair and like blue eyes and stuff, but he's like pretty good. He's in the top 300 of like high school strikers, which is a position, it's a forward, I think, in soccer. I don't know much about soccer. I don't really like soccer that much, but I love soccer anime for some reason. Anyways, he played this game against this other guy who was clearly better than him. Then he had a chance to tie up the game, and he passed the ball instead of shooting when he had the opportunity to shoot. And he passes it, and then the other guy misses, and they lose the game. Then he gets invited to this thing called Blue Lock, which is how Japan is going to find the next best striker and make the next best striker for Japan's like World Cup team, which the World Cup is very important for soccer players. You know, help their country, make their country look good. Anyways, and we just had the World Cup. But anyways, it took like the top 300 players, then it ranks them and then puts them on like teams. But the first thing, but they're not really your team. You got to be able to work with them, but you got to also show out that you're like a good striker and stuff. And he gets put on this team, and then he has this like weird ability where he has like a monster inside of him that like wants to score, wants to win. He has his abilities like tenfold when he's like in this mode. Like he becomes faster. That's what I think happens. It's not really said that way, but he sees the whole field, and he can sniff out a goal, and they keep beating teams that they couldn't beat, and then there was a guy who betrayed them and stuff. I'm sorry if that is spoilers, but I mean, I'm talking about the show, so it's really, really good. I never thought I'd like soccer anime this much, and like it. Honestly, you know they're gonna win because they kind of have to. Because if they lose, then they did lose one game, but if they lose, then like their whole team gets sent home, so they have to win their stakes and stuff. And they're like facing all these teams, and they're winning or coming out. They have to beat like the best team, and like his whole team had bad morale. He has like this really good chemistry with one of the players on the team, who also is kind of insane. Like everyone has like unique personalities. Like there's one dude that keeps saying he wants to kill everybody. There's another guy who is like, oh, I'm not gonna show you my power. And then his power is he's super fast, but then they fight another guy who's just as fast or faster than him. They have a dude who can shoot really well, and he has to figure out how to score goals and stuff. And man, is it interesting. I didn't think, I don't know, because the last soccer anime I watched was very team focused, and like, I mean, obviously it was about the main character getting good, which I think is very important in sports anime. If you're going to have a main character and they're going to suck, you have to show improvement over the series. Because I just watched another sports anime, and my problem with it was the main character didn't get developed at all throughout the 25 episodes that was in it. It was a rugby anime. The guy didn't get any better. All he wanted to do was tackle. But the other sports anime I've watched, there's clear, like, visible, like, he's gotten better, he's improved, he is getting better, there's a reason, there's a goal, he's going to get there. And I see a lot of potential in this anime. Do I think it could get... And I hope it can keep up my interests for a very long time, because I really, really do enjoy the show. And I think it is worth a watch if you haven't watched it. But I love how it's like more individually focused, because it's really focused on the main character. But also like there's a team aspect, because they have to win as a team. So he can do it all on his own. But like, soccer is very much a team sport. It's like 11 people. The strikers are very important. The defenders, you have to be able to defend. You have to be able to get the ball back. You have to be able to score. And I think the goalie is very important. But, like, they're playing these teams and they're getting fucking smoked, and you're putting a striker as a goalie, and the guy's been the goalie the whole time, so I don't know how you're going to become a better striker if you're always goalie. That makes no fucking sense to me. Like, you can't be a better striker if you're always in goal. So what, are you trying to be a good goalie? Like, that doesn't improve your skills any, but whatever. And they have this, like, rotation thing where, like, they put different people up front and stuff. But, they, like, the camaraderie of this, like, group has gotten a lot better. But they had spoilers, I've said this before in the video, but I'll say it again. One guy betrayed them, and then the whole team, like, went after the guy. Because the dude was like, there's no fucking way we're going to win. Because there's a caveat that, like, if they lose the bet, the guy who scored the most on the team gets to advance. But, like, technically they're on the worst rated team with player-wise. But, like, nobody on the team, like, it is a 10v11, I think, is the number. And they're playing, like, the team that's considered the best in their little, like, house they're in. And it's insane that this guy betrayed them, and they won't pass him the ball. They won't do anything. They called him out as a loser. No why. Even like there's like this dude who runs the whole organization. He made fun of him, and they beat the last team. And the last team was the reason why he like betrayed them, because he thought they were gonna lose that one, and then they won. And all he had to do was score 3 goals, and it's insane that, like, these people are so obsessed with the sport they don't want to let down that they would consider that an option, that they can't even consider them winning. But nobody else on the team, like, even considered that as, like, a thing. Like, they're like, no, there's no way we're going to lose. We're going to win. We're going to win this. We have to win. We have to show that we're good. We have to. And it's just such an interesting way spin on the whole, sports genre, and like I really want to see where it goes, but I also kind of think I know the trajectory, because I think this guy probably becomes the best, striker in Japan, and that's interesting. I also like, that's his goal, is to play for the Japan national team. So does he make it to his goal? I would assume so, but there also could be turns where he doesn't. And that's the interesting part to me. This whole blue lock thing, like, I mean, it wouldn't happen in reality because they're high schoolers, and he's throwing them in there. But the guy's like, well, if you want to fucking leave, just fucking, like, he says it exactly like that. If you want to leave, leave. I don't give a shit. You suck. Get out of here. And it's like, man, I don't know. This is the sports anime of this year, 100%. And I think every year there probably will be a sports anime that will be this good. And it's so well animated. I'm not like the biggest animation like guy, but like, you can tell when something is animated well, and you can tell when something's animated poorly. And this one's animated well. I'm not completely sure who animates it, but man, is it good. And it is incredible to see how far this goes. Anyways, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.